I never thought my quiet life as a deep space mechanic would end with an alien woman pointing a plasma lance at my chest. But that's exactly what happened on Cycle 42, aboard the drifting salvage satellite Orpheon 7. The distress beacon had been faint, almost dying, the kind used by ancient vessels from before the Interstellar Union's standardized frequencies. I was alone on my shift, sorting scrap metal and outdated engine cores, when the signal flashed across my console like a heartbeat. At first, I thought it was a glitch. Orpheon 7 got plenty of those. But when I traced the source, I realized the signal wasn't from space. It was from inside the station. My skin prickled. No ship had docked, no airlocks had opened, and the outside scanners showed nothing. But someone or something was inside. I grabbed my repair torch and moved through the dim halls, passing flickering lights and drifting dust clouds that looked like tiny galaxies suspended in the air. Every step echoed like footsteps behind me, and the emergency lights cast long shadows that twisted like serpents. I followed the signal into an old cargo bay, a place I rarely visited. When the doors hissed open, the room was dark except for a faint blue glow pulsing in the center. I stepped in, and she stepped out. Tall, luminous, and terrifying. Her skin shimmered like polished obsidian with vein-like streaks of silver. Her eyes glowed a deep ultraviolet, brighter than the nebulae I'd seen from the main viewport. She wore battle armor made of plated crystalline shards, sharp as razors and moving like liquid glass. 2 long tendrils, or maybe braids, floated behind her, glowing faintly like energized cables. Before I could speak, she aimed a weapon at me. A weapon shaped like a crescent moon, humming with plasma energy. You. Her voice echoed, layered with harmonics. You activated the beacon. State your allegiance or perish. I held up both hands. I didn't activate anything. I just maintained the station. Her eyes narrowed. The plasma weapon glowed brighter. Lies. You drew me here. You will not interfere in my mission. Mission? I swallowed hard. Who are you? She took a step forward, each movement controlled, predatory. I am Siraxa of the Varen Dominion. I am the last surviving sentinel of the fallen Crown Fleet. And you, she raised her weapon fully, are my first threat. The air hummed. The weapon sang. I knew I was one breath away from death. But something in her eyes wasn't hatred. It was pain. And I had no idea yet just how deep that pain went. Middle. The truth behind her threat. I backed up toward the door, hands trembling. Look, Siraxa, I don't want trouble. She tilted her head. Then why do you track me? What? I've never seen you in my life. She hesitated. The first crack in her armor. Someone triggered the ancient Varen beacon, she murmured. Only my people can sense it. It was meant for one purpose. Her voice faltered. I softened my tone. What purpose? She didn't answer. Instead, she pressed her weapon against my chest. Take me to the signal source. I complied. Not because I feared death, though I very much did, but because something about her trembling voice struck me deeper than fear ever could. We walked through the corridors. She scanned every panel, every flickering light with suspicion. Her movements were graceful yet tense, like a warrior who expected betrayal at every turn. When we reached the maintenance hub, the signal pulsed even stronger. Siraxa gasped. It was the first real emotion she'd shown. In the center of the hub floated a crystalline sphere, one I had never seen before, embedded in the wall, as if grown there. Siraxa dropped to her knees. No, impossible. This is a heartstone. My mother's heartstone. I blinked. Your mother? She nodded slowly, placing both hands on the glowing sphere. Our heartstones store memories, The final thoughts of our bloodline. This one belonged to Queen Varanus. Your queen? My mother, she whispered. And then her armor flickered, and for the first time I noticed how damaged it was. Cracks glowed weakly. Energy leaked from her side. She was wounded, not just physically, emotionally. She looked up at me, eyes trembling. Why would you call me here? Why show me this? Do you intend to break me with memories of my fallen people? I swear to you, I said softly. I didn't know it was here. She stared at me. Impossible. The beacon responds only to. She stopped. Her eyes widened. Slowly, painfully, realization dawned on her. The Heartstone activated because it sensed life, she whispered. My people's life. But I am not enough. A Heartstone awakens only with the presence of a descendant's life sign, and she scanned me. Her eyes turned wild. No. This cannot be. What? I asked. What's wrong? You carry Varan genetic residue. I blinked. I carry what? She stood, trembling. You share a strand of our ancient genetic signature. You have Varan blood. I laughed nervously. I'm just a guy from Earth. She shook her head violently. Your species must have cross-seeded with ours millennia ago. It means... She stopped. Her weapon fell to the floor. You are the chosen one, she whispered. The Heartstone awakened because of you. I rubbed my face. Chosen for what? Her voice broke. For the last memory of my mother. Before I could react, the Heartstone split open like blooming petals of light, enveloping both of us. A soft hum filled the room. Then came whispers, echoes of a woman's voice speaking in a tongue I didn't understand. Syrax's face crumpled in heartbreak. It's her. My mother. She left a message for the last survivors. Suddenly, the hologram of a regal woman appeared, tall, elegant, shimmering with royal authority. The queen. She spoke directly to Syraxa, her voice full of warmth. My daughter, if you are seeing this, our people have fallen. But hope endures in the one who carries our echo. Her gaze shifted to me, as if she knew I would be there. You must protect him, for through him, the Varan legacy will rise again. Syraxa collapsed, sobbing openly, her fierce warrior exterior shattering. And then she looked at me with terror. This means you are sacred. I threatened you. I almost killed you. Her hands shook. I should be punished. I stepped closer. Syraxa, you didn't know. But she backed away as if burned. I violated the oldest law of my people. I raised a weapon against the chosen one. I shook my head. It's okay. No. She covered her face. You should strike me down. It is your right. I stared at her. At this tall, dangerous, powerful alien woman who now trembled like a lost child. She expected me to hurt her, to punish her, to meet violence with violence. But instead, I walked forward and gently wrapped my arms around her. A simple human hug. At first, she froze. Her entire body stiffened like metal. Then, slowly, painfully, she melted into the embrace, shaking as she pressed her forehead into my shoulder. No one has held me since my mother died, she whispered, voice cracking. And that was the moment everything changed. Her threat turned into vulnerability. Her mission turned into trust. Her fear turned into connection. Ending, the hug that saved a civilization the Heartstone dimmed over the next hour, its message delivered. Syraxa carefully lifted it and placed it in a protective case made from her armor plating. We sat there in silence. Me, a simple mechanic. Her, the last sentinel of a dead empire. Finally, she spoke softly, almost shyly. When I first saw you, I thought you were a threat, she said. But your kindness, your embrace, it awakened something I believed my people had lost. She touched her chest. Honor. Hope. I gave a small smile. It was just a hug. To you, she corrected. To me, it is a bond.
A vow.
In Varen culture, such an embrace means, I see your soul. I blinked. Oh. She nodded. So now, by ancient tradition, I am bound to protect you. I laughed nervously. That's not necessary. It is, she said firmly, though a small smile touched her lips. You are the echo my mother foresaw, the last light of my people, and I will stand by you. She stood, tall and regal once more, though her eyes held a softness they did not before. What will you do now? I asked. She looked around the empty station. Rebuild, she said. Not an empire of war, but a legacy of peace. And perhaps find others like you, humans who carry fragments of our ancient blood. She extended her hand. Will you help me? I hesitated only a moment before taking it. Yeah, I said. I'll help. Syrax's expression softened into something almost human. Gratitude, warmth, maybe even affection. But as we walked toward the viewport, the shining stars stretching across the cosmos like a river of diamonds, I felt something else building inside me. Hope. Not just for her people. For both of us. Because the day the alien woman threatened me was the day I changed her life. And the day my hug changed the fate of an entire civilization.
End.